this is Tomlin from TomlinHarmonicaLessons.com, and I'm going to talk to you about blow bending. So far, all the lessons that we've done have been all about playing draw bends on the harmonica, which is fine for holes 1 through 6, but as soon as you get above that, you can't do draw bends anymore. You can do overdraws, but that's something different, a lot more advanced. So instead, you play a blow bend, which is a very similar technique to the draw bend, except it's on the draw. It's on the blow, even. So what we're going to do for this lesson, you're going to use a harmonica in the key of G. So that's a really low key compared to what we use normally. It's because it's much easier to play the blow bends on it. And we're going to be looking at blow bends on holes 8, 9, and 10. So it's similar to the draw bend technique, but if you think of draw bends like sucking through a straw, you're trying to pull that ice cream from the bottom of a milkshake up through the straw. The blow bend is kind of the opposite feeling. You're trying to push yourself through the harmonica, so you'll feel it in the front of your mouth, and it's very much like whistling. So if you try whistling and see if you can lower the tone of your whistle, doing this kind of thing. So that's the kind of technique that you're going to be going for. So we'll try that on hole 8. Okay, so that's the 8 blow bend. So unlike the draw bends, you need quite a lot of pressure to get these. So you might want to up the airflow a little bit and really push it through that harmonica. So that 8 blow bend is down a semitone, or down a half step. So the next blow bend that we're going to do is going to be the 9. Now you probably found that if you were struggling on the 8 hole, that the 9 hole didn't come at all. So the 9 hole is a little bit harder to do than the 8 hole, and then when we get to the 10 hole, you'll find that the 10 hole is a little bit harder than both of them. So really focus on getting that 8 hole first. You're imagining that you're going from kind of a nice, well, actually you're going from a slightly more tight position when you're playing the clean notes. So your tongue is kind of a little bit pulled back and up, and then you're releasing it to get the bend. So you're kind of going from this ew, and that's kind of pushing forward to the front of your mouth. Ew, hew. So imagine saying hew on an out breath. So that's your 9, another half step bend. And then finally, if you're feeling super feisty, you want to try the 10 blow bend. So there are 2 bends on this, but to start with, we're just going to look at the whole step bend. So that's the biggest bend on the 10 hole. And in future lessons, we'll look at the half step bend. But for now, we're going to try and get that whole step bend, which is this. So final tip that's going to help you with this, you want to maintain the air pressure by keeping your cheeks nice and tight, and you're really trying to push that air through really, really forcefully. Those blow reeds on the high holes, they don't need a lot of air, but you need to be very definite with them. And any wavering in your airflow is just going to make them snap back into normal position, and you're not going to hear a blow bend. So this is going to be the first of quite a few lessons on playing in the upper octave. Next week we're looking at first position blues, which is going to use loads of those bends. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments section below, and please hit like, because that's really good for my search rankings in YouTube, and thank you.